Hello, how are you today? I'm Chris of Chrissy's Over the Mountain Crochet, and I want to show you a unique way to embellish the textured pumpkins. I love these large textured pumpkins. I love to use the stitch that is on these textured pumpkins. It's easy to make. I have a pretty side and I have a side that's not so pretty. I could crochet a stem, which I have done many times. I could add leaves, and I've done that also, but I think I have found a new way to embellish. If you have any in your stash, any extra little doilies, isn't this just beautiful? I love the stitching. This was a purchased doily. I think I'm at the wrong side, so I want to flip that. Nope, that was the, yes, this is the correct side. This is the right side of the work. So what I'm going to do is super simple. I'm going to lay that right there. I love a lace vintage look. I really think this would be beautiful on a cranberry pumpkin, but that's just me. Or a dusty rose pumpkin. But then, what about a vintage brooch? I love the green, but then I'm also taken with this one. I'm pretty sure this is Bakelite. I do love vintage costume jewelry, and I think that adds such a lovely touch to so many things. But let's try this one first. There. I like that. I like it a lot. I love this. It looks like macaroni. That is so cool. I think my mom had some earrings like that. And then I really do like the green pin. Let's see. That is just, yep, that's very pretty. Such a pretty way to style the pumpkin, and wouldn't it look nice just sitting on a table or in the bedroom? Now, if I was very serious about this and I wanted to make this a lasting design, I would use super glue, Loctite super glue ultra gel control. This has a flexibility to it. Now I have to warn you, when you be very sparing, and what I would do is I would take the tip off and I would just barely put any glue on the doily, on a piece of the doily. Let me zoom in. Just put a dab of glue, like right where I knew there was a crocheted portion. Then I would let it drop. Try to gently push that down. Don't get any underneath your fingernails. Oh, that created me so many problems. Anyway, so be careful. Let it set a little bit before you try to push on it, and then push on it, but be aware that your finger may stick to it. Just don't get in there with your fingernails pushing like I have done. But I think this makes such a beautiful design. I hope you enjoyed this mini tutorial. I hope to have crochet tutorials up on my site. And as far as this brooch is concerned, you can sew the brooch on. How I would sew the brooch is I would get the needle started and I would just go around the base of the pin a few times and then pull it down, pull the thread down. I'm not going to want to glue that in. I may want to use this brooch at another time, and if I just sew it on with, it just takes a little tacking with a little bit of thread, and then send the threads to the inside of the pumpkin. If this isn't going to be used and abused, that brooch will stay in place. And if I need to use this at a later time, I've worn this at Christmas a lot, I can just snip the threads right off and then use it the rest of the season. All right, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this mini tutorial. Give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, and it was so good to have you on my side of the mountain. Bye.